for our veal piccata, we have veal. These are veal scallopine. You can use chicken cutlets instead. You can use a fish fillet. They will cook through roughly at the same amount of time. We have some unsalted butter, parsley, flour, capers, salt, pepper, a lemon, and some white wine. So first step, let's get our meat dredged in the flour. So let's put the flour in a wide container. Let's put some salt and pepper. Okay, so you want to season the flour with the salt and the pepper. Meanwhile, we can think about putting on the heat in our skillet, okay? Because you want it to start to get hot. Not crazy hot, but hot. And now we're going to take the meat. And you want to coat it on all sides with the flour. You don't want a crazy amount of coating, but you want enough that it's going to kind of thicken up those juices. That's important, okay? And try to avoid having too much because then it's going to burn in the pan, which you don't want. Okay? Let's get that well coated on all sides. Okay. So I'm happy here with my coating. I'm going to shake off some excess before I put them in the pan. But now let's go ahead and let's get our butter melted. So butter's going to go in. And it's important that when the butter goes in, before it turns brown, we want to go ahead and bring the meat over and get it in there. Okay, so my butter's melted. I'm happy. I don't want it to be brown yet, so I'm happy now. I'm going to go put in my veal. Make sure you coat it well with the fat that's in the pan. Any excess flour, you want to kind of shake it off. Your pan at this point should be on a medium, maybe a medium high heat. It really depends on how hot your pan runs, how crazy powerful or not your stove is. Okay. I want to make sure that all the meat is well coated with the flour. In it goes. I think my veal is ready to turn. Looks good. I'm going to season the veal with some salt. Not too much because the flour was already salted. Just a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Okay, so I'm going to pull the veal. I'm happy with it. And I'm going to show you how to build the sauce. So if there's not enough fat left in the pan, in fact in mine there isn't, I'm going to put a little bit more butter. Put a little bit more. Just a little bit of butter. Pick up anything that's stuck in the bottom of the pan. And then you're going to pour in the wine. And you want to reduce that wine over a good medium-high heat. You want it to really, really cook down. You want to have a glaze left by the end. It's definitely smelling very acidic. I want this to cook down so it loses that acidity, okay? I don't want it to be sharp like that. So it's very important that we lose that acidity. So now that the wine is really reducing, I'm going to go ahead, add a little bit of lemon zest right into the pan. You want that wine to lose that kind of sharpness, that astringency. Depends on you how much lemon zest you want to add. I'm putting in my capers. So a little bit of lemon juice. And this is actually ready to go. So you don't want to overpower with lemon. I just put a little. Okay, so right now I'm just basically pouring my pan juices on top of my meat. But if you are concerned about it being warm, you can just put the meat right back into the pan. So I'm just pouring on those juices. You want to put a little parsley over the top, just to make it look nice, to bring that little note of freshness. And that's it. And it's ready to eat. Our veal piccata is ready. The juices are just perfect. It's a nice light pan sauce. It isn't too thick, but it coats the veal perfectly. This is the kind of sauce you want to have with some nice crusty bread alongside. I hope you enjoyed making this with me, and I'll see you again soon.